So this is kind of an early week news bit. Isn't as much to talk about as there was on the weekend news bits, but I happened across this today, and I thought it was worth reporting. I know they had mentioned before they were going to do this, but looks like it's almost going to happen. And this is what scares me, and this is why I can't stress enough that if you guys want Thrustmaster gear and you haven't purchased it yet, you better do it soon because it's going to get a lot more expensive. So they're selling the base of the HOTAS Warthog stick by itself now for $149 with no handle. Right here, Amazon, $149, free shipping, released on February 28th, and now they're calling it the Thrustmaster HOTAS Magnetic Base 10th Anniversary Edition. It's the same thing as the Warthog. Oh, and get this. Now you can also buy the Thrustmaster F-16C Viper add-on grip. And it's only $199.99. So $199.99, you know what I meant. But what the fuck? Really, guys? Oh wait, you could buy the entire stick for $249. But now they're going to sell you the same handle you can get in the HOTAS Warthog, rebranded as the F-16C Viper for $200. Are you kidding me? But that's what's going on. This sold out again already. Earlier it was still there. Huh. The Warthog kit. Maybe it's this one. Nope, that's $579. It was on here earlier for like $386 again. It jumped back up to $400 and something. And I swear to God, 10 minutes ago when I was looking at this, there was some still for $386. So, yeah. If you haven't got the entire kit yet for under $400 and you can find it for that price, fucking buy it because you'd be stupid not to. But again, if you want the Thrustmaster stuff, you better buy it soon because just like this stick handle that's been out for a while, this is $230. $20 more, you can buy the entire fucking stick. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Oh, here we go. There's the one that's $300. No, it's available from these sellers. It just sold out within the day because I swear to God, you saw it down there. It said $382. Yeah. These are going to go away. These kits are going to go away because it's the only way they're going to be profitable selling the stick and the base by itself. And we can only thank Virpil and VKB for that because they opened Thrustmaster's eyes to see that, look, man, we already own the channel. We already have our products out there on Amazon, Newegg, B&H Photo, and everywhere else in the world. They already have the market, you know. They can make more money now because VKB showed them and Virpil that, hey, we can sell you a handle for $200 and you'll buy it. We can sell you a base for $250 or $300 and you'll buy it. And in the overall scheme of things, with them doing it separately like this, they're still cheaper than VKB and Virpil. Now granted, VKB and Virpil supposedly make a better product. I haven't been able to see that firsthand yet. One of these days I may, but we'll see. But Thrustmaster is readily available, and it's still good stuff. I love my Warthog stick. I don't have a problem with it. I like the TWCS throttle that I have. I just wish I had more buttons, so I need to get my hands on a Warthog throttle before long. But that's what's going on, guys. This shit's going to change really fast, especially now that these are up for pre-order. They're going to blow through all these other standalone deals that they have with the stick with the base and then the stick with the throttle as fast as they can because nobody will buy the other ones if those still exist. Those SKUs are going to go away. In other news, and this isn't really new news, but it is, as of yesterday, the Microprose Facebook page has posted some more sneak peeks. And this looks like the interior of, I believe, a B-17 bomber. And then one of their last pictures they posted a few days before that, I think February 9th, they posted this one, which looks like a gunner position. And then before that, on January 25th, they posted this, the framework for a 3D model. Before that, they also posted this, an Abrams. So it's no secret that Microprose is coming back. On LinkedIn, I'm connected to Wild Bill Steely over there, and I knew him years ago from Interactive Magic, and then he was in Microprose before that. And looks like old Wild Bill has found himself a partner that I believe is bankrolling this, and they're bringing back the Microprose brand. They also, on their website, which is really slow, and I don't understand why, but on their website they have like pictures of an Apache and a Blackhawk and an F-16. So I'm curious to see what they're hinting at. I do know that they are working on a new version of Warbirds, and they've talked about that for a while. On the posts I saw over at LinkedIn on Wild Bill Steely's profile. So Warbirds is no secret. That's coming back. And I can only guess that B-17 Flying Fortress, revisited 2.0, whatever the hell they're going to call it, Flying Fortress 20,000, I don't know. I'm sure they're going to have an interesting name for it, but they're definitely hinting to the fact that B-17 is going to come back. And I'm curious to see what they do with the helicopter stuff, because it would be really awesome if they would do gunship again. Because to have that number of helicopters at your disposal, and there'll be an Apache in there at least. Nobody's doing an Apache right now. Nobody's doing a Cobra. You can go get a Cobra over on War Thunder, but it's kind of arcadey, and it'll cost you so much money and time just to get there that it's just not worth it. It would be nice to see if Microprose could pull this off. I'm a little skeptical because I understand the business side of this industry because I was a very large part of it for so many years prior, back in the heyday of flight sims. And I'd talked to many of the developers. I worked with Andy Hollis and Jane's Combat Simulations, doing the Longbow stuff as an outside beta tester and part of a very select group at the time that was involved with Jane's Longbow and Longbow 2. So I know what it takes to do this stuff, and it takes a pretty big bankroll and a lot of patience to come out with a quality product. And in this day and age, flight sims just aren't that profitable. And that's why we only have DCS, and we only have IL-2, and then all the commercial flight simulators that are out there. And we haven't seen quality combat sims like we did back in the day. They're making a comeback, yes. I think DCS has proven that, and IL-2, but I don't know that, we'll ever have a AAA title again, because these kids today, all they give a shit about is Call of Duty, and consoles. And that's the money that these things need to pull, or that's the kind of players they need to convert to get the numbers we need to make this stuff profitable, so we could see those AAA titles again, like the Jane stuff, like some of the Microprose stuff, It's a different world, so, it's funny, like all of our flight sim hardware, can sell for hundreds and thousands of dollars like it does, but like, man, there's really not that many of us out there. It's a very niche market, But I'm hopeful. So Microprose is definitely making a comeback. They've been peppering things out on their Facebook page, so go find them on Facebook and link up with them if you want to get in on those news bits as well. But I'm hopeful for gunship. I'm hopeful for this B-17 stuff. Warbirds even sounds fun. So it looks like there's going to be a third player in the market pretty soon. Can't wait. Here's something pretty cool, guys. An Apache mod for DCS. That's right, an Apache mod. I plugged it in and gave it a shot, and it looks pretty interesting. Haven't figured out how to deploy weapons yet and whatnot. I'm kind of a noob when it comes to the KA-50 still, because I just don't play it enough. But there is an Apache mod, and it requires that you have the KA-50. The model looks freaking beautiful. I'll throw in some video footage here in a second of what it looks like in game, but it looks like they got Hellfires and rockets, and the only downside is it uses the KA-50 cockpit still. So there is that. But I'll throw a link to it in the show notes. And the only other thing I wanted to mention is installation isn't that hard. Basically, you take the files they give you in the link, and you put that in your, whatever your name is, saved games, or DCS, no, whatever your name is, saved games, DCS, then DCS mods folder, then aircraft folder, and under that aircraft folder you will unzip the Apache folder, and then you will find in your C drive or wherever you have your actual DCS installed, you'll find the bin folder under the KA-50, and you will copy that and you will paste that within this new Apache folder that sits in your name, saved games, DCS mods / aircraft, I believe is the proper chain there. And once you do that, it does use the KA-50 as a base for this, but it's not bad. It is a new skin for the KA-50. I haven't really messed with figuring out any of the weapons yet, but apparently they give you Hellfires and rockets, and again, I just haven't, I don't remember how to shoot those things in the KA-50, to be honest, to begin with. So once I figure that out, I'll do a follow-up video, but I do have a little bit of video footage of flying it around and what it looks like on the Persian Gulf map. Aha! That's weird. So I can't rearm or arm the thing at all from the mission editor. I've got to do it from the ground. Fair enough. Look at that. Hellfires. Now that's pretty cool. Looks a little more impressive, doesn't it? And then the back seat.